Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen.
Why?
Mingyang? Why are you... Yes, we used to take painting lessons together.
You... I didn't... I hurt them. It was a mistake. I'm alone.
Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close. Part of it, I guess. I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before the whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away as fast as my legs would take me. Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think she might have been trying to stop them from hurting people.
Oh, my head. Oh, it hurts. Only a bit. It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird visions appeared. I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me, I've already won," and "Who doesn't want fame and fortune?" That's a good thing they caught that painter. Can't imagine what... Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for this.
That's strange. Huh? Oh, you're back. You figured it out already?
They repeatedly described witnessing bizarre, otherworldly...
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine, but after we met, I thought it was coming from you, so I didn't give it much attention. Come to think of it now, it might have been Mingyan's forte fluctuation.
So she was there at the same time we were. I didn't even notice her presence. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain. She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before. Maybe this has something to do with me. Huh? Are you sure? I definitely won't say no. You want me to decide? To be honest, I remember meeting Mingyang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this... Okay. After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Mingyan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr. Baizi. Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
This paper, this white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more delicate brushwork. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like Chinan's Voyage to Yum Mountain and Yiling's Qixu's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping, and it looks quite new. Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident. Different papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences and choose the right paper to showcase various styles. White jade paper is my absolute favorite, but because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it. Really? Then I'll count on you next time. We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar. Even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. It becomes an obsession. I guess this is true for most painters. There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when she painted this. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it. Yes, to me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. Huh. It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using techniques that aren't her. Waters and mountains rest by the pain, valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. It captures this. Ah! The pigment! When did it get on my. Huh? It came off with just a little wipe. Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Ming Yan could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas. I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes. After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to cease fleeting. It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric. How could this happen? That's why there are so many copies of the. But I have some other thoughts about it. Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them, perhaps even surpass them. I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined. It's not quite there yet. Still short of perfect. Will my client be disappointed? I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts, but they can also lead one astray. I felt trapped for ages, until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow. Embrace my emotions fully, and create the art my heart yearns for. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose my way. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her. Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. But why are there herbs in it? Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with? Medicinal herb residue.
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration. I've never tried myself. When I get my family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they... Sorry, I'm just... I think... No, I might be wrong. Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong. Then... The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it... Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Huh. Why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff? Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will... A gold puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it slipped out of the window. Ah! Why wouldn't they? My family used to have an aquarium at home with lots of gold puffs. Sorry. I need to improve my investigation skills. Is that so? Oh yes. These are... phantasms I can create. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty. Yes, I rarely need to use... When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps, and artwork created with Forte is indeed mesmerizing, nearly flawless. So, I've used... But it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes, it could be...
Seems like a new discovery.
broke into the studio looking for something. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing...
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yan's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead.
The clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp. There, we found new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this.